Welcome back. Members of the National Workers' Union in the South were treated to a fun-filled Christmas party on Sunday, the 15th of December at the Viewfort Primary School. Entertainment included games and music, accompanied by dancing and cheer. Santa Claus made his grand appearance and delivered gifts to all the children present. The Women's Council thanked its stakeholders who made the gathering possible, namely Minister for Education Dr. Gail Rigobert and Principal of the Viewfort Secondary School Francis Mooney. Parents and guardians who accompanied the children were not left out as they were satisfied with the social aspect of the gathering. Transport Minister Guy Joseph has lauded a new initiative that will automate an estimated 154 government services across 8 agencies in 2021.
The launch of a digital government services platform is earmarked for early 2020. Speaking ahead of next year's launch, Transport Minister Honorable Guy Joseph said it would be a remarkable feat if all the components of the project were to be achieved within the projected time frame. He lamented the country's slow embrace of the emerging ICT sector. According to the Transport Minister, the new platform will establish a strategic roadmap that will digitally revolutionize the public service, taking a modernized approach to many of the archaic methods in public service delivery.
We are still trying to do too many things the old way. We still have Prados delivering letters in this day and age. Yet still, the same persons who do that on a daily basis speak to their friends, seeing their faces all over the world. And when something happens in St. Lucia, I get the news out of America before I get it in St. Lucia. That is our reality. So we know that it exists, and we know how to use it. The question is, why is government so slow in moving in this particular direction? Are we afraid as a country that jobs would be impacted? All of the countries in the world where they have gone to e-government or DigiGov, we have not seen a reduction in employment. It just shifts employment into a different area with a different focus. So as we undertake this very important project, we need to consider the realities that we are faced with as a country and what we need to do to be successful.
Phase 1 of the Digital Government Services Platform will focus on transforming the Transportation Department and the services provided through this agency. Some of the components would include online application for renewal of driver's licenses, in addition to e-payment for renewals and alerts and notification on the status of applications via WhatsApp and email.
Because it's not just about what's going to happen in transport I am interested in. That's just one step. And you may think that there's a level of bias there. But we analyzed the situation, and I said, if I look at the number of vehicles registered in the system and the number of persons with driver's licenses in St. Lucia, that may be the ministry where the most persons in the population transact with. And I think it's a very good starting point to be able to launch this very important initiative.
Phase 2 of the project, among other things, will focus on allowing online application for omnibus learner's permit, driver's practical and theory examinations, along with international driving permits. The project, according to the Transport Minister, is in keeping with the vision of the government of St. Lucia to provide hassle-free public services to the citizenry and the international community. From the Department of the Public Service Communications Unit, Julita Peter reporting.
Following a thrilling judging period of over 100 entries, Invest St. Lucia ISL has announced the winner of its recent logo and name contest for the upcoming Business Incubator and Accelerator program. A grand reveal was hosted at ISL's head office on Thursday, the 12th of December, when DeAndre Lewis of Monterey was awarded the EC $5,000 prize. The winning submission included the name Boost in a bright logo with a launched rocket, a symbol typical for accelerator projects. The name also signifies the intended nature of the Business Incubator and Accelerator program. Making the official announcement, project coordinator Dave Headley said the day marked a significant step closer to a program envisioned to provide the necessary support to the innovative and creative thinkers of St. Lucia.
I would like to take the time to thank all 126 persons who participated in the competition, the youngest person being 16 years of age. The review committee did express their amazement with the creative work submitted, a testament to the talent St. Lucia has. However, this morning the spotlight is on one young St. Lucian who has capitalized and left their mark on designing a logo and name for a program that will hopefully impact lives locally, regionally, and internationally throughout its business support programs to elevating St. Lucia startups and existing businesses to the next level.
The Business Incubator and Accelerator program is meant to intentionally stimulate entrepreneurship on the island. It is Invest St. Lucia's hope that this entrepreneurship hub will nurture the new businesses and ideas into full-fledged successful projects from the bottom up, and to provide already established business owners with assistance to catalyze their product or service into markets. Mangal Trading Inc., spearheaded by young entrepreneur Nyla Mangal, is quickly building a reputation as a leading exporter of agricultural produce in St. Lucia. Since the company's introduction to Export St. Lucia in mid-2017, it has been able to sustain successful shipments of agricultural produce to the UK and the Caribbean region. The company sources its agricultural produce from farmers across the island to supplement production from its banana and plantain farm in Bexar. Mangal encourages local farmers to not only grow more produce, but also to diversify their crops as demand for fresh agricultural produce continues to grow in various export markets. CEO of Export St. Lucia, Sunita Daniel, applauds the efforts of the company. She says Export St. Lucia remains committed to driving exports and to assist companies in reaching the next level and realize their full potential. St. Lucia's winning streak in the highly competitive tourism industry continues, with Dominique Fede being named the Caribbean Tourism Minister for 2019.
Minister for Tourism, Information and Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries, Honorable Dominique Fede, has been, among other things, overseeing the training of various subsectors in the tourism industry, enabling St. Lucia to continue on a path of growth. His dedication and commitment to growing St. Lucia's tourism industry have not gone unnoticed, as he has been named under the Caribbean Travel Awards as Caribbean Tourism Minister for the year. The minister is described as having helped steward a destination that is one of the hottest in the Caribbean and has become a haven for high-profile investment, from Cabot's highly anticipated gold resort at the northern tip of the island to a major new cruise destination in the south. Honorable Fede was also commended for serving exemplary as chair of the Caribbean Tourism Organization and for doing an outstanding job as an ambassador for Caribbean tourism as a whole. The minister expressed gratitude for the recognition.
I'm just really humbled by the whole thing. I just want to thank Caribbean Journal for recognizing the outstanding work that my team have been doing. I think it's a testament of the work that an entire industry of people are doing. All 20,000 tourism and hospitality workers, that's their award. I would like to dedicate it to them because they show up every day and they work hard, and they are the ones who meet the guests, and they're the ones that ensure that St. Lucia's reputation is #1. So the award really belongs to them.
Editor and publisher of the Caribbean Journal, Alexander Brittle, indicated that the 6th edition of the Caribbean Travel Awards honored hotels, destinations, experiences, and most importantly, the people that make the Caribbean the greatest travel destination on the earth. Minister Fede highlighted a number of projects in the pipeline and some soon to come on stream.
We are over 1.2 million visits a year in all of the different components of tourism. So the goal is to get that to around 2.5 million. That is where we're trying to get, but most importantly is to yield as much as we can from the most profitable aspect of the industry, which is the land-based side. So we've got over 2,000 rooms right now that are in the pipeline for development over the next 7 to 10 years. And if this all comes true, it means that St. Lucia would have some exciting brands. We are breaking ground very soon on the Hyatt. We have just broke ground on a new golf course and on Cabot Lodges as well. And we're seeing a lot of investors are planning for development.
This year's Caribbean Travel Awards included winners across 21 categories, selected by Caribbean Journal's editorial staff and its network of contributors. For the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norville.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports and weather are coming up after the break.